In Islamabad, hundreds of anti-government demonstrators continued a protest vigil outside of Parliament after 3 days of violent clashes with police. The protesters have set up a tent city in the Pakistani capital's government district. Pakistan's interior minister told an emergency session of Parliament that there are more than 1,000 trained militants among the protesters. Protesters are demanding Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's resignation, alleging last year's general elections were rigged. In Pakistan's northwestern city of Peshawar, journalists protested against attacks on reporters. They demanded that security forces and opposition protesters refrain from violence against journalists covering Pakistan's political crisis. In southeastern Turkey, about 100 Yazidi refugees who fled Islamic State militants in northern Iraq have requested asylum in Armenia. The refugees from Sinjar, Iraq, were targeted for execution by the militants, which branded the Yazidi religious minority as devil worshippers. Armenian officials said they would transfer $100,000 in aid money for the refugees while the asylum requests are processed. In Iraq's Kurdish region, musicians helped entertain displaced children at an aid camp near the capital, Erbil. The camp originally was set up for refugees who fled from the bloody civil war in neighboring Syria. It now accommodates Iraqis forced from their homes by the advance of Islamic State militants across northern Iraq. In Bishkek, dozens of people gathered outside Kyrgyzstan's Supreme Court to protest what they say are illegal construction projects. The protesters are demanding that new buildings meet Bishkek's urban development plan and construction standards. City officials say that out of about 1,000 buildings under construction in the growing capital, around 50 have been reported as illegal projects. In the Georgian village of Nicosia, on the border of the country's breakaway South Ossetia region, art and film lovers gathered for the 4th International Animation Film Festival. The 6-day event was organized at a Georgian Orthodox church complex dating back to the 5th century. The festival's animation studio was built where a Russian airstrike during the 2008 Russia-Georgia War destroyed a 1,000-year-old church building. And that's the video roundup from Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty.